It's like want to explain this concept. It's like think of it like volleyball, right? In order for someone, I mean, to get a good spike, someone's gotta, hit the ball up for them, set them. And when it comes to this exposing the agenda, that's how the people on the exposure and disclosure side, and trying to in the looking for alternate solutions to these problems types. You know, it's like when one person drops something, someone can set it up and spike it. But let me think of it this way: there is certain parties out there. They're like Michael Jordan's. And what everyone used to, even though Michael Jordan was really good, people used to say notoriously he was a ball hog. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people out here are ball hogging. You know what I'm saying? While all these other people are sitting here throwing up, they're throwing up sets for people to spike. You know what I'm saying? Basically, and it's better to work as a team. It's more effective. It's more powerful. That spike is a lot more powerful than just your little tip over the net. You know what I'm saying? It's like bam, knocking it down to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, like setting up someone for the alley-oop action. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Team players are more effective. It's like, or you could put it this way: one person's got the bucket of gas, another person's got the lighter. So one person throws, the other person stands over here and lights, and blam! You know what I'm saying? I mean, in a metaphorical sense. This is all conceptual, strategic encouragement, or you know what I'm saying? Strategies. Just I'd be throwing them out there so people can apply them and get more power, into their maneuvers. Because here's another concept. It's a slingshot. Like it's almost like a skateboarder who holds on to the back of a car, right? And then as the car turns, the guy goes like this and pushes, and he goes faster. You know what I'm saying? That's called a slingshot effect. You know what I'm saying? We can slingshot effect. It's almost like when some guy says, you know what, we need to get over that fucking wall right there. And he says, you know what, put me in that catapult and shoot me over the wall. And people are like, man, you're nuts. And then, hey, they shoot him over the wall, and he falls in a bucket of water, gets out, opens the gate. You know what I'm saying? It takes that crazy bastard who seems insane sometimes to say, you can put me in the catapult and throw me over the wall. You know what I'm saying? Once again, in a metaphorical sense, because I know that's not very smart of a maneuver, but metaphorically it means it's kind of courageous, It's the guy who'll say, yeah, go ahead, you can sacrifice me. You know what I'm saying? I'll go first into the dark cave. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, equally, the guy in the back of the trail is equally as in danger as the guy in the front of the trail. You know what I'm saying? It's always the guy in the back that just disappears, and they're like, where'd he go? Someone got him. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why we're working like team players, we can watch each other's back, so that dude in the back can walk backwards like this, so can't nobody come up behind him. You know what I'm saying? And the dude in front, he's ready to go too. You know what I'm saying? Basically. Because you got to think of it that way. If you think about it, it's the same thing it's the same concept as you became a priest, you became a man of God to get a mansion. That's not a man of God, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like if someone's in this only for self. Like I said, man, I feel sometimes there's discrimination coming at the guerrilla truthers by more semi-official and official people, because what it is these guys sell books. You know what I'm saying? So when you come out and expose some stuff and make it easier for people to get the hold of the information without having to buy their book, I think they feel that they feel sabotaged or something. You know what I'm saying? Or it's also like this. Think of it this way. they purposefully tried to start a race war. COINTELPRO did, between Pac and Biggie. In the rap beef. In the rap beef, they hyped it all up, and it made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing, another way you can think of it. Someone takes an insurance policy out on you. Now you're worth more dead than alive. They kind of spilled that out, how they do that in that movie. What was the one about Vietnam? Tropic Thunder. You know what I'm saying? There's a point where the dude gets snagged up by some opium farmers, and they're like, hey, he's got a high insurance policy. How about we just let him get him? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the hype, the beef, that stuff sometimes plays into the division Willie Lynchery agenda. So you got to be careful of it. But sometimes it's legit. It's like some people are CONAPO, which is short for controlled opposition. CONAPO. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes we all get baited and tricked into being part of CONAPO. You know what I'm saying? Because they leak us false information and people jump and run with it. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a beta test to see how it would affect the minds, the hearts and minds of the public. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing all their keyword, hot word, trigger word, agenda points. Listen, I'll just be walking by TV like this, look. And I'll hear them talking some political agenda point, like feminist, new anti-constitution, spy porn, police state type speech patterns. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like CIA chatter. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you just I don't watch TV no more. I try not to watch it at all, but sometimes I force myself to keep up with the times and what they're telegraphing on these movies. I mean, there's a lot of other people out here on these truther channels who know the code. They spot out the code, and then it makes it easier for me to see later, you know. And it's like, yeah, there's no denying that code is everywhere. The coding is everywhere, singleware. It's kind of like it's like, you know, when they used to brand cattle. That's what it is. It's the Brotherhood's brand their operations. They brand their money, because their money creates the controlled opposition. Like you can get a job right now paid as a crisis actor. Seen it, website. You can get paid to be an internment specialist. Yeah, there's jobs coming. Yay! Internment specialists. There'll probably be some kind of nuclear furnace operator jobs where they'll be putting bodies in it. You know, and fucking it's sickening and horrible. But these people brand every op. Like, listen, everything you see on TV, every single little frame of the camera, the picture, the film, whatever. Every little frame has some kind of prop in it, purposefully, and they telegraph a lot of things, and they can convey certain messages encoded. You know, like I was saying about the guy, the chef. The chef he died mysteriously. That's code. That means he's been extracted to the underground. You know what I'm saying? So potentially, with this Jade Helm, all this craziness going on right now, you know what I'm saying? We definitely need to, we gotta, it's like, we gotta use our different abilities, skill sets, our mind powers, our mind juices, and freely share it. We want freely shared disclosure information. Well, we freely want to speak about it, and freely other people can utilize what's good that comes out of anything that I put out there. It's like fruit, man. It's like, okay, you eat the apple, and then the parts you can't eat, you go ahead and throw them away. Whatever's useful, utilize it. That's what I'm doing it for. So if it's not useful for your situation or to you, don't use it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just because you understand deception doesn't mean you're trying to be deceptive. You have to understand it to know when they're doing it, and it's sometimes it's almost imperceivable. That's how sophisticated it is. And it's nice when you have, if you work as a team, you know, once everyone's on the same page, man, and they all understand, it's like there's a lot of strength there. It's like a man sleeping here and a man sleeping here, each got a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like type situation. I mean, it's stronger than being that guy sitting there by yourself, but then you better put a tree behind your back so you're kind of hidden. At least your back's covered to an extent. You know what I'm saying? It's like but you don't want to be the guy that no one's there to peer behind you. So we all got different angles we're seeing it from, different geopolitical locations. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to just freely, you know, put out little tidbits of information. It's kind of like those, you'd see that movie, Training Day, when they were like, and the birds went flying up. It's like, that's what we're doing out here, is, man, smoke signals and bird calls, man, and just trying to, and yeah, and you know, the ear to the train track, you know what I'm saying, or ear to the ground, ear in the cup next to the door, man. It's like I ain't intentionally trying to ear hustle, but there's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now, you know, and you just gotta keep your eye out, man. Keep watching, man, and you'll see things. You'll see strangeness, like the helicopter flies over me twice. You know what I'm saying? Or that FBI plane flies over me twice, like that, dude. Things like that, strange anomalies, coinciding with drills, military in town doing who knows what, doing secret rolling outs. They're probably running through the woods, man. They seen them out at the hogbacks. I mean, this scar on my hand right here, I got out there at that place where the hunks caught the military at. In that pond right there. That's where that scar comes from. I mean, that's how close to home, how real this is. You know what I'm saying? So I take it serious. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the information game goes, yeah, I keep it serious. But if I hit up, you know, if I set someone up for the spike, someone's got to spike it. And likewise, if you catch something out there, you got to make your move sometimes, man. Get out your camera, man. Snatch something good. Like, you know, I'm still waiting for a chance. Like, look, one of these days I'm going to be out in the woods and I'm going to get a picture of Bigfoot if I get the chance. You know, that's one of the things that I want to do. That's like bucket list. I want a picture of Bigfoot. Or a close number 2 is Michigan Dogman. If I can get a picture of a Michigan Dogman, dude, you know what I'm saying? I can that's bucket list territory. But it's better to think that way than it is to be ball hogging like Jordan. Remember that. Think about it, man. Is someone ball hogging? You know what I'm saying? Are you ball hogging? You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, there was another word I was gonna use. Never mind.